Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here with Jason Blaha Strength and Fitness, and once again it's time for a full body workout, but a quick reminder, if you guys will please click like down below, be greatly appreciated. If you will drop me a comment, I would appreciate that also. Thank you. So just let me know what you guys think. All right, as I said kind of the other day, I want to start box squatting again. Box squats have always done well for me. That's how I got my squat back up to 500 back in January, right? We got a 500 squat. And I feel like I have enough muscle to do that again. Now that I've adapted to running, now that I'm scaling the cardio back a hair, now that I'm okay with just recomping for a little, staying pretty much similar body weight, I feel like I could get that squat back up there. So again, box squats, doing the other stuff for my legs, my sled work, all that's kind of what I need to do. So again, if I come in and I hit a nice heavy box squat, I think I'll be good to go. So I just wanted to get a good feel for it. So we ramped up. 365 was really easy. Did 405 fairly easy. So I just want to build this up. By the way, the deadlifts went really bad, but I also assessed my weak link on the deadlifts. Everything else is going great. So this box squat felt really good, actually. And I kind of mess around with, do I want to do higher bar or lower bar? And I'm like, oh, let's just get a nice wide grip, get kind of low bar on there, right? It's usually where my best squats have tended to be, right? It's where my best squats have been. So we'll get there in that, again, it's not a super low bar. It's a little bit of a low bar position. I feel like I get a really good position for my elbows there, right? Come down, 405, good pause, drove up, not even a max. But you guys know I can always back squat at least what I box squat. I've demonstrated it numerous times in the past or hit PRs over it. So benching, the 315 for 3 is kind of where I feel like I'm at, but all the other stuff is going up. So I know that it's just a matter of time before that bench starts coming up from kind of being where it's at. Because my rep work's going up, my triceps are getting stronger. I PR'd all that today. So with this, I got a nice good triple, right? Good pauses. First rep obviously was really easy. Second rep, not bad. Third rep felt a little heavy. So I kind of called it there, right? I got a third rep. I probably could have got a fourth. The fourth rep would have been really grindy, and I don't see the need to do that. I'm benching 3 days a week. So we're just going to hit those. And like I said, I did get 4 reps, a week and a half ago or so. I'm happy with that. So with this, I only did 1 back off set. Why? Because I PR'd it. I've decided I wanted to mess with a little more rep work. I don't need to be doing, just 5s and stuff for the back off. Let's build some extra muscle, do some volume, and progressively overload that volume. And that's exactly what's happening, right? I've got some 12s with 225, and then I went up, I think, 235 or something, got 10s or whatever, got 12s, something like that. I got 12s last time, so I'm like, okay, let's go with 245. I know I can get at least 10. I got 12 reps, right? I got 12 reps and they're clean. They're pause reps. So I'm like, okay, let's quit while we're ahead, right? And I'll double down on the tricep work. We're about to see, we're going to get very, very west side-ish again with a lot of this stuff. Because I feel like in a lot of ways my deadlift rep work has been good. But when it comes to maxes, it's not good. Like I went over, I'm like, let's do 545. I couldn't lock it and I felt my hamstring, couldn't do it. It was really that left hamstring, the one that's been bugging me a little. When I'm running, it just was not strong enough. So we went to pull right there. Hamstring couldn't do it. Hamstring couldn't follow through. And so for me, that's kind of sad because I got 500 for 5 the other day. Right? So that should have been really doable, but I knew the hamstring's weak. So what am I going to do? Reverse hypers. I took all the extra posterior chain work out, and as much as I love deadlifts, the deadlifts alone with the volumes I'm doing may not be enough. Now, could I come in and do more volume? Could I do deficit deadlifts? I could do all that. But really, I'm like, let's do some reverse hypers. I have it here. I bet you few weeks of reverse hypers, I'll be back to pulling big numbers again. I think especially with the box squats thrown in. Box squats transfer over really well. And I noticed when I was doing the box squats, I felt my hamstring weakness there too. I could tell when I set back on that box. Hamstring's a weak link in my lower body lifts. It's there. But, reverse hypers work all of that for me too. So I'm like, let's get in. Let's hammer this. Get the deadlift back up. So we're going to focus on performance, like I said here. And I'll probably start trimming down a little bit here soon. I just needed a few things in my diet. I want to make sure I'm recovering. If we are, but we're gaining strength on most of these movements, right? We're seeing all the upper body stuff go up. So again, I'm going to kind of streamline a little bit now, bumping the protein up. And I feel like at this point coming up soon, we'll recomp further. And like I said, I may cut once I get a little further along, we may cut further down. But I mean, I'm still walking around like 15, 16 pounds lighter than earlier this year. So we definitely have had a decent cut, but I want to work on run times. I want to work on performance. And I got to bring the arms up. I'm just going to double down on a lot of arm work as far as the other stuff goes. I'm going to tricep my way to a bigger bench. I feel like some hammer curls weren't a bad idea, so I threw those in. But reverse hypers, it's really what we need. And I mean, for a while when I was doing this, my deadlift was still strong, right? My deadlift tends to stay strong if I do these. But again, the hamstring and everything else felt good. My back felt good, right? I know my back's strong enough. So again, it just felt like that hamstring. But again, like I said, I felt it on the box. So I knew already from that box squat, I'm like, man, I'm going to have to work hamstrings more. And then that deadlift told me everything. So we're identifying a weak link. Let's hammer it. All right. So I'm doing a little more volumes here. But because I'm taking out the extra lifts, I'm just going to run. All I'm going to worry about is running on my off days. I'm not going to worry about, like I said, the bike cardio anymore. It's not, I feel like, again, it's not really useful. It's not giving me a good adaptation. And I can just break my fast a little later if I need to in the day and not worry about it. But it also lets me then focus more on, let's just run for cardio. Let's push in a little bit of extra peripheral work, accessory stuff on these full body days while focusing on my big three. But I decided to just do my normal wide grip pull-ups. The first set, I didn't get as many reps as I would like, so I went back down to a 10. I used a 25, and I got 8s for this. The wide grip is hard, especially if you're going to do them from a dead hang, though. This is so difficult, but it works. Like even with lighter weights like this, I feel like I built so much lat doing this. So I'm like, today, let's just do the wide grip. We did neutral grip last time, right? We did neutral grip last time. But I like these for my lats, and I've been doing some extra stuff. A lot of extra mobility stuff for my shoulders right now. I'm trying to see if I can get everything just to work there. So again, but I feel like just some dead hang pull-ups like this, not a bad idea. But yeah, I am doing stuff for my shoulders on off days. I'm definitely doing stuff. I even did, like late last night, I did a dead hang, and rather than worry about my grip, I just strapped up. I threw some figure eights on and just hung. But it left my lats hurting too. So it's letting me know there's a lot going on there. I've been doing really light loo raises too over the weekend, band work, just trying to get all of that to loosen up. And I can tell, there's just so many adhesions and things still kind of in that shoulder because everything crackles in both of them. But I'm going to work on that. I want to be able to overhead press again. Like I feel like I need to be able to overhead press and clean. Like if we really want to be truly athletic. I'm running. Yes, I'm doing sleds. Yes, I'm jumping again today. But I feel like cleans and overhead pressing, I've got to be able to do those things if I truly want to be, a serious athlete again. So these things that range of motion has to be restored. So I'm just going to keep working the variety of mobility work. And I'm going to be careful of certain stuff I do in the meantime. But okay, the tricep extensions, we PR'd these. I got 12. Remember I got 11s last time? Like I stopped at 2 sets because I got 11s. Like, man, that should be carrying over to bench soon. It's carrying over to the rep work, but the rep work will carry over to the maxes. So the rep work is going up. The triceps are going up because I got 12 and then I got 13. Like really, this was my 10 rep stuff. These are going up. So we're building triceps. We're building chest and other stuff with the bench volume. So let's just double down on it, right? Because I kind of slow near the lockouts anyways. I know if I just keep building triceps and keep pause benching, we're going to get where we need to get. So I'm just going to kind of lat and tricep. I'm going to west side it big time. Do all the pause benching, and then do this. Same thing. I'm going to reverse hyper and sled my way to bigger squats and deadlifts again. Box squat, jumps, reverse hyper sled, right? So I did do 2 sets of hammer curls. I'm surprised I got 12s with these, I got 2 sets of 12 with the 48s. So I'm happy with that. All right. But again, did some hammer curls. They felt good too. They felt pretty good. Again, lit up the biceps, lit up the forearm. So I mean, let's just build forearm. So if I know if my biceps are going to have issues, I don't have the insertions I want. We know I've tore that left one. It's like, let's just hammer curl. Let's build forearm with it, build brachialis. Let's just build everything. I get good grip out of this, but it'll carry over to my bench. Like for me, the benching's a big deal. I feel like the squat and deadlift, I know how to get those way up. It's not going to take me that much work, honestly, even staying down at these lighter body weights now, to squat 500 again, to deadlift 600 again. I know how to do this, and I know what exercises carry over. I know Steven doing that reverse hyper. If I wanted to add good mornings in, that'll do it. All right. But I need to get that bench up, and for the benching, it is stuff like, can we build the hammer curl? It'll give me more pop out of the bottom. Will more lat give me more pop out of the bottom, and the triceps to lock it. And obviously the benching, because I'm doing all the pause benching, that will build the chest. That will handle the chest in. But then afterwards, because again, I'm pushing those extensions hard. I'm like, I did do a set of band press downs because I want to make sure my tendons are good. Okay? Kind of a big deal because of how hard I'm pushing those extensions. I need to keep the elbow tendons healthy. Okay? Need to keep them healthy, and the band press downs will do that. So I did this one set to failure. So again, pretty high reps. I lost count, 50-ish reps. And then I did box jumps. I did 3 sets of 5 on the box. And yes, I feel like the skin is really loose today around my waist, but I picked up a little water and some stuff in my diet. That'll come back down here shortly. But again, eating super clean. Boy, yeah. Did 3 sets of 5 on the box, and I don't need to do huge amounts of the box jumping. I don't need to come in and try to do 10 triples. 3 sets is good. Just get some explosiveness, get some power, get some jumping, all right, before I go push the sled. So did a little box work in the sled. So if you got to look at it and say, okay, now we're getting more and more towards power production, force production. We're box squatting again, jumping again with the sled sprinting, but then reverse hypers. And yeah, box squatting and reverse hypers will totally build my deadlift back up, right? Because all my upper back and middle back, all that's holding good. The hammer curls will make sure the grip is good. It'll build my grip and forearms up. And just deadlift, right? Just come in and deadlift. But I liked trying to kind of pull a heavy single there. It felt good, but I mean, it didn't go. Which again, seeing that muscle weakness, right? We know where we're weak. It's like on the benching, as long as my triceps keep getting stronger, I'll be able to really do that rep work, and it'll be easier on my shoulders too. So there's a method to my madness there. So it's what I've been doing, bench, pause benching, and then triceps. But keep pushing the triceps. The bigger my triceps and arms get, the better my bench will be. We already know this. And then, because that's even how I got to a 365 close grip before. The same idea, even at a heavier body weight. I'm much lighter now, but that's okay. Almost 40 pounds lighter. But we're still good there. So finish up with a round of sled sprints. Happy with the workout, so I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.